It's half remakes. You think you're going to make it to regionals doing half remakes? This is not Glee, Sakura Gakuen. This is not Glee. Okay, I'm going to climb down off this rag. This is not Glee. It's not. Hi, I'm Shai Fuke, and I endorse this message. This message, best Sakura Gakuen album of all time. Of all time. I'll explain why in a little bit. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This was a really good LoGiRL. Who was there? There was Ogasaki. There was Marin. And Momoko. And Rinon. It started with Oga coming out doing, you know, her usual Gutto Ogani. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that so much. And of course, Rinon, she forgot to do her stupid thing. I'm like, oh, it's Rinon, I'm all ready. I am... No. She just leaves me hanging. Again. So to start with, everyone had great hair. Oga had the classic ponytail that was really great, and it was also a perfect tactical weapon. Marin had the braided hair, and it was, I can't remember, is it a right shoulder, left shoulder, I don't know. It was over one shoulder. That girl's crazy. Love her. Momoko came out with twin tails, which looked great, and Rinon, as usual, ever since, like, what was it, August, when she got her hair cut? Wow. Every time I see her, I'm like, wow. That hair is amazing. Then they went to the Manande Monday part, where I don't know what was going on, but I loved it. Like, Mori-sensei gave them like a catchphrase or something. They had to act out, I guess, maybe how that was usually portrayed in like TV, maybe? I don't know. Like I said, I have no clue what was going on, but I loved it. I was transfixed. It was fantastic. It was life. It wasn't life changing. It was life affirming. It was absolutely life affirming. Did it change my life? Man. So anyway, Momoko, I guess, had the most correct answers in that segment. Then they moved on to the confession box, which we got huge news, guys. There was a big confession box upgrade, right? Wow. It looks like, you know, a professional outfit now. It doesn't look like they just had an intern go out in the alley, find a broken down box, and have him kind of, you know, just reassemble it, tape it together, and stick the girls' faces in it, because, I mean, that's disrespectful. I'm kind of worried about, you know, what these girls have to do with budgetary constraints, possibly, and I'll get to that later in more detail, but I'm excited about the new box. And then they moved on to the Gambare challenge, where basically each of the girls had to try to grab a handkerchief out of Mori-sensei's hand, which kind of is like, don't you think, like that old Japanese trope where the master is holding, like, what is it, like a pebble or something, maybe, yeah, something in his palm of his hand, and his student has to grab the pebble, and then it takes forever, but then eventually the student is able to grab the pebble, and then the master calls the student grasshopper, usually, and from there, I don't know, I kind of zone out. I don't know, he like marries the homecoming queen, or paints the fence, sands the floor, whacks the car. I'm probably getting my movies mixed up. But all the girls did great. It was really hard to pick a winner. Ogasaki, she's amazing. She's amazing. She's so adorable. It's very difficult not to choose her. Marin is a genius. No, wait, she's crazy. But I still love it. Rinon, and she's a genius. Rinon is a genius. We all know that. But I guess the process of elimination puts us at our winner being Momoko. She was just too strong. She's got a really great personality. All the new girls have really great, strong personalities. You know, and that's why I had such great hope for the new album, like I mentioned a couple episodes ago. I'll get into that later. Anyway, Momoko wins. Shoulders! Okay, so the LoGiRL bleeds over very nicely into the announcements, because at the end of LoGiRL, they announced that on March 3rd, they are going to be releasing the new Sakura Gakuen album. That's when it drops. And they also posted a set list. Now I gotta try to get through the rest of these announcements while suppressing an aneurysm. So be patient. Okay, so there's 3 versions of this CD available for pre-order. The first is a CD with an accompanying Blu-ray that has like concert footage, or maybe it's is it music videos, and that comes also with a clear file, whatever that is. I don't know what it is exactly, except I know I need it. I need it. Definitely need a clear file. The second version is a CD that comes with a DVD, and that's one I got. There must have been a reason. Why did I get that? Oh, it comes with like the Nendo test on DVD and I think a couple other things. And that also comes with like a photo set. So that's pretty cool. The third version is just a CD with nothing else. Are there going to be cards? Are they still doing cards? I would like cards. This is like my last chance to get an Ogasaki card, and you know, I want to roll those dice. I'm saying, Asmar, throw in some cards. It's not gonna kill you. Okay, just one more quick announcement. Baby Metal announced a few days ago their west coast of the United States tour dates, like in such cities as Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Boston. We've got to talk about this new album. Like a couple weeks ago, I put up a video pre-reviewing this album where I said, what did I say? So yeah, overall, I have really, really high hopes for this album. I don't think there's any reason that it couldn't be as good or even better than Message, which in my opinion is probably their best album to date. Yeah, I had my hopes really high. Look at this track list. What? Ever? It's half remakes. I mean, obviously you're gonna have Mesase Super Lady being a remake of sorts. I've got no problem with that. But I mean, Chime, and then you know, Sleepy's, and Logica doing remakes, and what is going on? What is going on? I was so upset that, like I mentioned, I only pre-ordered one of the CDs so far. Why? Why are we doing half of the album as remakes? Is it time to panic? I think so. Is there trouble with the new girls? Are they incompetent? Are they not smart? I mean, they can't all be renowned, but is there money trouble so they can't afford new songs or choreography? Have they finally figured out that we will literally buy anything they put a Sakura Gakuen logo on? Okay, I'm gonna climb down off this rag. It's probably something to do with the fact that, there was such high turnover, there were so many new people, and they had to learn so many new songs, well, old songs, but new songs for them. They had to learn, all the old songs, all the old choreography, and they're just getting up to speed. So everything I said to expect for this album coming out on March 3rd, why don't we just go ahead and pin those hopes on the next album, where there's only going to be between 1 and 3 new girls in all likelihood, and everything will be better. Everything will fix itself. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. And the biggest problem I have with these remakes is that, frankly, Sakura Gakuen just does not have the voices that it had back when those songs were originally done. They don't have a voice like Ayami, or they don't have a voice like Suzuka, or even to a lesser extent, a voice like Ayaka, or Nene, or Raura. Mirena's voice, I kind of have some hope for. My girl's crazy, I like her. So, I hear you guys saying, it's weird for someone who's watched, every graduation and Nendo test like 42 times at least, and who still thinks Yui tomato jokes are hilarious, and who has this looping through his mind pretty much 24/7. But listen, I've earned this right. Yeah, I'm allowed to be upset. I've survived every graduation so far. I get up at like 4 a.m. every Monday to watch LoGiRL. I survived Hanjo Day. So anyway, like I said, it's a disappointment. If you look back in Sakura Gakuen history, when they first started out, they had like all these girls with no real experience. Well, Sue and Ayami obviously had experience, but this was like a whole new enterprise, and they put together an amazing album of all original material. And I think maybe they ought to have been able to do that in this album. Maybe. Alright, but but it is what it is. We need to focus on the positive. There's the new Mini Patty song with Aiko. It's gonna be tough. Being a Fukei is not about getting your every whim catered to. It's not about fan service. It's about, there's shit. We've been through some shit, right? And this is gonna be no different. We're gonna come through this stronger and better, and we're gonna be closer to the girls, and I imagine some good will come of it. But, whatever. Thank you. I just needed to get some of this off my chest. I feel a lot better. I'm looking forward now to March 3rd, or I don't know, probably a week after that, whenever I get my album shipped to me. So we've just got to, look towards our future and smile our best, and, just look forward to regionals. See you. Regionals.
いたいた、誰かを叩いた。でもいいよ。用意スタート。